All right, folks, welcome back to Golfunity, the most popular golf infotainment podcast in town.
That's right.
It is episode number 5.
Number 5 already.
Can you believe it?
I can't.
Feels like just yesterday we were teeing off this whole thing, and man,
It's flying.
it is flying by. And you know what else is flying?
What's that?
Golf balls all over the place right now.
Everywhere.
Have you seen the golf scene lately? It is absolutely bonkers.
I've barely had time to catch my breath between tournaments.
Me neither. I mean, Rory's snatching that player's trophy on Monday.
What a finish.
After all that weather chaos.
Unbelievable.
You couldn't script that stuff. I mean, you'd need Scorsese behind the camera to make it that good.
Seriously. And right on the heels of that, we've got the Valspar already serving up some serious heat.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, we've had like, what, 2 weeks of just nonstop golf drama?
Pretty much.
It's amazing. So you know what I want to hear from you listeners out there? What's the wildest thing you've seen on the fairways lately?
Hit us with your hottest takes.
I'm talking jaw-dropping shots.
Controversial call.
Anything that's got your golf brain buzzing, because trust me, ours are overloaded right now.
Speaking of overloaded, we've been digging deep into all the PGA Tour coverage for you this week.
Oh yeah, we've gone full-on golf nerd.
Absolutely. We're talking recaps.
Player interviews, those are always gold.
Gear breakdown.
Even those little whispers about, who's going where next.
The inside scoop.
All of it.
Because, let's be real, keeping up with the golf world these days, it's a full-time job.
It really is. And who's got time for it?
Not us.
Not our listeners.
So that's why we're here today with this deep dive.
Your express pass to sounding like a total golf guru?
Without having to spend hours scrolling through articles.
You've distilled all that juicy golf goodness into the stuff you absolutely need to know.
Consider it your cheat sheet.
We're talking key moments, game-changing insights, the stuff you won't hear on those other golf shows.
So buckle up, golf fans, because we're about to tee off on a whirlwind tour of everything that matters in the world of golf.
Let's start with the main event, shall we?
The big one.
The Players' Championship.
Ah, TPC Sawgrass.
That place is just magical, isn't it?
It's like a golfer's Disneyland.
With alligators.
And water hazards everywhere.
Yeah, maybe not Disneyland, but definitely a place where dreams come true and sometimes,
crash and burn.
Exactly. It's a roller coaster.
And this year it's no exception.
That Monday finish, man.
Talk about a nail-biter.
Rory and Spaun going head-to-head in that 3-hole playoff.
The tension was unreal.
I think the weather gods just wanted some extra golf. Yeah.
They definitely got their money's worth.
And we did too. I mean, that birdie Rory dropped on the 16th.
Pure clutch.
Ice in his veins.
But then you had Spaun on the 17th.
Oh, man, that 8-iron.
Talk about a heartbreaker.
You could feel the collective groan from every golf fan watching.
As he said himself, the ball just seemed to hang in the air forever before splashing down.
Brutal way to see a potential career-defining win slip away.
You really have to feel for him.
But do you know what they say? That's golf for you?
It's a cruel mistress sometimes.
But hey, let's give it up for Rory, right?
Absolutely a true champion.
He even said himself he wasn't playing his best golf that week.
But he found a way.
That's what separates the greats from the rest.
Grinding it out when it matters most.
His second player's title.
Second win of the season already.
Plus a cool $4.5 million and 750 FedExCup points.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby at all. Those FedExCup points are crucial, by the way.
Can't forget about those.
They basically determine who gets to play for the big prize at the end of the season.
And let me tell you, that's where the real drama unfolds.
Oh yeah, those playoffs are something else, but we'll save that for another deep dive.
For sure.
For now, let's get back to Spaun.
Yeah, well, that playoff loss definitely stings.
I mean, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little heartbroken for the guy.
But there are some serious silver linings here.
Oh, absolutely.
He's now ranked at number 25 in the world.
Career high.
And he's punched his ticket to the Masters.
Which he called a good consolation. I mean, can you imagine?
I'd take that consolation prize any day.
Seriously. And think about it. This is a guy who almost walked away from golf altogether.
He's been very open about those struggles.
And to see him battling it out with Rory at the Players.
It's proof that you should never give up on your dream.
And you know what else is proof?
What's that?
His ball striking stats.
Oh, yeah, those are telling a story.
He's currently third in strokes gained approach this season.
Which basically means he's hitting his irons closer to the hole than almost everyone else on tour.
It's a testament to his hard work and dedication.
And it shows you what's possible when you focus on improving your game.
So to all you aspiring golfers out there, take note.
Spaun is a walking inspiration.
Speaking of inspiration, how about that hole-in-one from Keegan Bradley?
On the 13th, no less.
That was pure magic.
A perfect 7-iron right into the cup.
I swear the crowd went absolutely nuts.
It was the 13th ace ever on that hole at TPC Sawgrass.
Think about that 13 aces in all the years the Players has been held there.
That's pretty rare.
And get this, it was Bradley's second ace of the season.
Second one?
He had one at the Genesis Invitational earlier this year.
This guy is on fire.
He's just one shy of tying the record for most aces in a single season since 1983.
Can you imagine the odds of that?
I mean, talk about a hot streak.
He's making it look easy.
On the flip side, Scotty Scheffler had a bit of a rough week.
Yeah, he called it frustrating.
Which, for a guy like Scotty, that probably means he's like 2 shots off the lead.
His standards are sky high.
As they should be. He's the #1 player of the world for a reason.
But even the best have their off weeks.
He said his driving was still solid.
Yeah, that's never really a problem for him.
But the putter just wasn't cooperating.
It happens.
And, he won the Players last year.
Dominated the field.
So I'm sure he was hoping for a repeat performance.
But hey, sometimes it's just not your week.
Still finished tied for 20th, though.
Not bad for an off week.
That's true. That's true. So, all right, let's talk about Rory's winning setup.
The tools of the trade.
What kind of weaponry did he have in the bag to conquer TPC Sawgrass?
Well, he was rocking a full set of TaylorMade clubs.
As you do.
He had the TaylorMade Q10 driver.
That thing is a beast.
And fairway woods.
For those long bombs off the tee.
Then he had TaylorMade Proto irons.
Sleek and powerful.
And for those delicate shots around the green, he used TaylorMade MG4 wedges.
Precision instruments.
And to finish it all off, he had the TaylorMade Spider Tour X putter.
That's the one that makes the magic happen.
And of course, he was playing the TaylorMade TP5 golf ball.
So for all you gearheads out there,
take note.
That's the winning formula.
A pretty sweet setup.
Now, before we move on, we have to talk about Danny Walker.
Ah, yes, the Cinderella story of the week.
This guy got into the field as a late alternate.
Last-minute call-up.
And he ends up finishing tied for 6th.
Incredible.
Talk about seizing the moment.
He definitely made the most of his opportunity.
From alternate to top 10 at the playoff.
It's the stuff of legends.
All right, so we've covered the drama at TPC Sawgrass.
The highs and lows.
The triumphs and the heartbreaks.
But the golf world never sleeps.
And we've got another tournament already underway.
The Valspar Championship.
Down in sunny Tampa, Florida.
They're battling it out on the Copperhead course.
Known for its tight fairways and tricky greens.
It's a real test golf.
So after round 1, we have a leaderboard that's tighter than a drum.
It's anyone's game at this point.
We've got Jay Bridgman,
Gay Mitchell,
S. Yeager,
SP,
and S. Velamaki, all tied at 4 under par.
The afternoon wave definitely faced tougher conditions.
Yeah, some wind and rain moved in.
Made scoring a bit trickier.
But hey, that's Florida golf for you.
You gotta be ready for anything.
Now our sources have been busy crunching the numbers.
They got some interesting draws and fades for the Valspar.
You know those players they think are primed to make a move?
Or maybe stumble a bit?
And one of their top draws is none other than Justin Thomas.
JT at plus 5,500 odds.
Now, he had a bit of a shaky start at the Players.
Shot a 78 in the first round?
But then he bounced back with a record-tying 62 in round 2.
Talk about a roller coaster.
And he opened the Valspar with a decent 73.
Not spectacular, but solid.
But the feeling is that he's trending in the right direction.
He's got that look in his eye.
Like he's about to unleash the beast.
And when JT gets hot,
watch out.
It could be a birdie barrage.
So yeah, keep an eye on JT this week.
He could be the one to beat.
Now, who else are they liking?
Well, they've also got Tommy Fleetwood on their radar.
Fleetwood.
Always a threat.
Especially on courses like Copperhead.
He's got the game to tame those tricky greens.
Then there's Harry Hall.
He's been playing some really solid golf lately.
And Corey Connors.
Mr. Consistent.
All guys who could definitely make a run at the title.
Absolutely.
Now, on the flip side, who are they fading?
Well, one name that stands out is Keith Mitchell.
Mitchell's actually tied for the lead right now.
I know, surprising, right?
At plus 1,000 odds.
He had a phenomenal first round.
Putted lights out.
But here's the thing.
What's that?
His overall putting stats this season are...
not great.
to put it mildly.
He's ranked 128th.
Which means he's usually not this good on the greens.
So the question is, can he keep it up?
That's the million-dollar question.
Because if that putter cools off...
it could be a tough weekend for him.
They also pointed out that he hasn't had a top 20 finish this season.
And he missed the cut last week.
So closing out a tournament on a tough course like Copperhead...
it's a different beast.
It'll be interesting to see how he handles the pressure.
For sure.
All right, now let's talk about the young gun who's making waves.
Kieron van Wyk.
This kid is something else.
He's an amateur.
An amateur?
And he earned his spot in the Valspar by finishing tied for 4th at the Puerto Rico Open.
That's right. He was just one shot off the lead going into Sunday.
Played in the final group.
With all the big names.
And he didn't back down.
I mean, talk about a clutch performance.
He's got ice in his Vans.
So who is this Kieron van Wyk?
Well, he's a senior at the College of Charleston.
Representing the Cougars.
And he's already proven he can hang with the pros.
He actually won on the PGA Tour earlier this year.
At Torrey Pines, no less.
That's a big deal.
He's the first amateur to win on that tour since it started back in 2010.
So he's making history.
He's also made the cut in a DP World Tour event.
So he's got experience playing against some of the best in the world.
And he's currently ranked number 24 in the PGA Tour U rankings.
Which is huge for a college golfer.
It means he's on track to earn all sorts of perks when he turns pro.
So yeah, this kid is the real deal.
And he's already got a major endorsement deal with Under Armour.
That's right. He's the first golfer to receive P1 status under the NCAA's NIL guidelines.
Which basically means he can cash in on his name, image, and likeness without jeopardizing his college eligibility.
So he's setting a new precedent for student athletes.
And he's doing it all while playing some incredible golf.
Kieron van Wyk, remember the name?
You heard it here first.
All right, so let's shift gears a bit and talk about some of the bigger storylines brewing in the golf world.
Beyond the Valspar leaderboard.
One that's got everyone talking is the current form of Xander Schauffele.
Yeah, he was pretty blunt about his struggles after the Players.
He said his game was really bad.
And that everything felt off.
Which is, not what you want to hear from a guy who's considered one of the best in the world.
He finished last among those who made the cut.
But you know what? I respect his honesty.
Totally.
He's not making excuses. He's owning it.
And he's determined to work through it.
He's in the field at the Valspar.
Hoping to find some answers.
And he knows he needs to figure things out soon.
Especially with the Masters just around the corner.
The pressure is on.
Speaking of the Masters.
The biggest tournament of the year.
The one everyone wants to win.
The green jacket.
The true day.
Doesn't get any bigger than that.
And for those who haven't secured their spot at Augusta yet.
The clock is ticking.
There are only a few ways left to qualify.
Win one of the remaining PGA Tour events.
Or climb into the FART 50 of the official world golf ranking after the Houston Open. So for guys like Daniel Berger and Stephan Jaeger,
who are right on the bubble,
every shot counts.
And for Rickie Fowler,
who's currently outside the top 100, he basically needs a win
to punch his ticket to Augusta.
It's do or die time.
Talk about pressure.
But hey, that's what makes it exciting.
So who do we think will be teeing it up at Augusta?
Well, two names we know for sure.
The big guns.
Rory McIlroy and Scottie Scheffler.
Fresh off their epic battle at the Players.
They'll be going head-to-head again at the Houston Open.
The final tune-up before the Masters.
It's going to be showdown.
Can't wait to see those two duke it out.
Should be a great preview of what we might see at Augusta.
And you know what else I'm excited about?
What's that?
Seeing Akshay Bhatia at the Masters.
This kid is the real deal.
He was so close to making that playoffs at the Players.
Just one shot back.
And he's been playing some fantastic golf all season.
Especially with that new broomstick putter.
He's currently ranked 13th in strokes gained putting.
Which is a huge improvement for him.
So yeah, he's definitely one to watch at Augusta.
Absolutely.
Now, speaking of rising stars,
what about the rookies?
There are some serious contenders in this year's rookie class.
Carl Phillips already has a win under his belt.
At the Puerto Rico Open.
And there are a bunch of other first-year players inside the top 100 of the FedExCup standings.
Guys like Aldrich Podgeter,
Danny Walker,
Isaiah Salinda,
Smith Highgard.
They're all making their mark on the tour.
It's always exciting to see the next generation come through.
And you know what else is exciting?
What's that?
Well, not really, but we did get some unfortunate news about Tiger Woods.
Yeah, he recently announced that he ruptured his Achilles tendon.
While training at home.
Had to undergo surgery.
Which apparently was successful.
But there's no timetable for his return.
So we're all just hoping for a speedy recovery.
Get well soon, Tiger.
And lastly, just a quick update on Rory McIlroy's schedule.
Go ahead.
He's decided to play in the Houston Open.
As his final event before the Masters.
Which means he'll be skipping the Valero Texas Open this year.
Interesting.
So he's changing things up a bit.
Maybe trying to conserve some energy for Augusta?
Makes sense.
It's a long season.
And the Masters is the ultimate goal.
No doubt about it.
All right, so let's recap.
What have we learned today?
Well, we witnessed Rory McIlroy's incredible resilience at the Players.
Battling through adversity to claim another victory.
We saw J.J. Spaun come oh so close to a life-changing one.
And ultimately punch his ticket to the Masters.
Keegan Bradley gave us a moment of pure magic with that hole-in-one.
And the Valspar Championship is already serving up some serious drama.
With a tightly packed leaderboard and some intriguing storylines.
And of course the Masters is looming large.
Casting a shadow over everything.
It's the tournament that everyone's thinking about.
And it's shaping player schedules and adding an extra layer of intensity to every event. I mean, think about it. That Monday finish at the Players.
Unforgettable.
The kind of drama that makes golf so captivating.
Edge of your seat stuff.
And now the Valspar is throwing its own curveballs.
It's going to be a wild ride.
With the Masters just a few weeks away.
The anticipation is building.
It really makes you wonder.
About what?
Will Rory finally capture that elusive green jacket?
Complete the career Grand Slam?
Or will Scottie rediscover his dominant form?
And head to Augusta with all the momentum?
So many questions, so much excitement.
The golf world is on fire right now.
And we're here for every single shot.
That's right, folks.
That wraps up our deep dive into the latest from the world of golf.
But don't worry.
We'll be back next week with more hot takes.
In-depth analysis.
And maybe even a few controversial opinions.
Because that's what we do here at Golfunity.
The most popular golf infotainment podcast in town.
So make sure you're following us on all the socials.
You know where to find us.
And don't forget to ring that bell.
So you don't miss episode number 6.
Where we'll be diving into.
Well, let's just say it's gonna be a good one.
You won't want to miss it.
We'll catch you next time.
See ya.